This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Forget the frustration of picking commerce platforms when you switch your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling wherever you sell. With Shopify, you'll harness the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech, all lowercase. That's shopify.com/tech.
One of the Instagram co-founders has just joined one of the biggest AI companies, and I'm going to tell you all about it because I think this is super, super fascinating. So this is Mike Krieger, one of the original Instagram co-founders, and of course, Instagram sold to Meta, and kind of there's a whole kerfuffle, and the co-founders, I don't know if they got kicked out. They really left of their own accord, but there's a bunch of drama with Zuckerberg and Instagram co-founders not liking how Instagram might have been integrated or similar to Facebook, whatever. In any case, they left and they worked on some of their own things. One of the first things, or one of the latest things that they've been working on, was a company called Artifact, which was essentially like AI generated news, I think they used AI, they integrated AI, but it's like a news app, like competing with Google News or whatever. So they worked on this. I don't think it really got the product market fit they were looking for. And I think especially with like X right now, X.com, having like AI generated summaries of like news stories that are happening. So if a ton of people are tweeting about something, instead of having to scroll through all the tweets and figure out what the heck the story is, you now get like the snippet generated by Grok, their AI model. Honestly, I think that kind of killed Artifact. So in any case, the new company that Mike is moving to is Anthropic. This is huge news. Anthropic is one of the most funded AI companies out there after OpenAI, period. And of course, I mean, if you're excluding like Google and Meta and Amazon and Apple and like the big tech companies, but like brand new AI companies, Anthropic is huge. So Mike is going to be joining them, and he's going to be their product lead. So of course, Anthropic, it's known for Claude 3 and a bunch of their language models, which I think recently, earlier, right before OpenAI unveiled all of their new kind of updates on GPT-4o, I think Anthropic's Claude like eclipsed it and was better than GPT-4 for a while. So it's a solid product. I'm a huge fan of Anthropic. It's got a really good tone. I know a lot of people that are using it. He was super excited about that and kind of the potential of Claude. He said specifically he's excited about the potential for it to, quote, empower more people to innovate at a faster pace and at a lower cost. I think Anthropic kind of highlighted Krieger's product development experience. It's really comprehensive. They kind of mentioned in their post all about this, his ability to scale platforms significantly. Of course, there's evidence of this by Instagram and everything he did there, how that was able to become such a huge success. Anthropic right now is trying to replicate Instagram's scale. Like they're a company that is scaling up rapidly. They're not the number one. They don't have $10 billion from Microsoft. They were a little bit kind of like the second place player, and they're trying to innovate rapidly. They have a lot of money, but they're trying to essentially do what Instagram was able to do. And honestly, if you think about it, it's kind of interesting because it's like Facebook achieved product market fit and scale first and faster, and then Instagram came around as like this hip new one and scaled up, and it's like almost, I don't know, it's like super, super used now. I would be curious on the metrics. They're slightly different, but like it definitely was growing faster than Facebook for quite a while, even though Facebook's so huge and popular just because it was like kind of cool and trendy. And I think that's what Anthropic would like to do. OpenAI is the big one. It had more money first. It kind of hit scale first. But Anthropic is a really great product. It's kind of cool and trendy and hip. And I think they want to ride that similar wave. And so that's why they believe this is a great fit to essentially leverage Krieger's experience in product vision and then also kind of managing software teams. So before all of this, I think if I'm now remembering correctly, Krieger and Kevin Systrom, who they were working on Artifact that I was telling you about, they actually sold it to Yahoo back in April. So Krieger right now, his move comes like during a bunch of competition in all these AI models, right? OpenAI had all of their recent updates that came out. Claude 3 has some really impressive capabilities, and Google had their Google I/O event, which was announcing a lot of stuff. So the field is incredibly competitive right now. Anthropic's internal response to hiring and kind of competition is really positive. They have staff members comparing the situation to, quote, training montage scene in Rocky 2. So people are getting really hyped about this inside the company. Employees are like, oh my gosh, we got, we got these new like A-list players coming in. We are in the training phase. We're ready to start fighting off these other AI companies. So I think the sentiment is really positive. Obviously, this is an absolute legend in the AI space. It's going to be interesting to see what he's able to contribute and how he's able to build within such a legendary AI company that I think has some great parallels to the Instagram, Facebook story that we saw play out in the past. So if you enjoyed the episode today, if you learned anything new, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Leave us a review over on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. On Spotify, you got to hit the About tab, scroll down. Wherever you get your podcasts, send us a note, leave us a comment, leave us a review. Really appreciate it. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day.